Hi y'all, welcome back to another video, and this video is going to be a little bit different because I am here joined by Maggie, Elytra, Spook. Their channels will be down below in the description. They're also in my featured, so make sure to go check them out. And today will be the first episode of the podcast. Maggie. Yes. And Maggie, would you like to tell the guests at home what they will be listening to about us rant?
Today we will be talking about non-member injustice.
Yes, and you can see we have our non-members, and we have 3 members, so we're gonna hear what both sides of the story here. Okay?
Fell off my chair. This is very professional.
You bully.
Okay. This is very professional.
Okay, y'all. Let's start. So, as you may know, Animal Jam doesn't really like its non-members, so we're gonna just talk about it. And if you're like gonna take a run, a jog, you're cleaning your room, just put it in the background, you can hear it, and that's it. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit long, 20 minutes around, I think. But let's start. So, the big, yeah, who wants to start? I'm just gonna put out there the big question. The big question is, are non-members treated unfairly from Animal Jam? We will all answer this, starting by Maggie. Maggie, what do you think?
I think, yeah, they are very, treated injusticely. I don't even know if that's a word. But non-members can't even buy from shops. I'd understand if, they could not sell from shops or something, but, buying stuff. Should be able to at least buy some non-member items.
Very interesting. So, Spook, what do you think about this?
Well, I guess I wouldn't say that HHQ doesn't like their non-members, because if HHQ didn't like their non-members, there would be no non-members. You know what I mean? It would be a pay-to-play type of game. If HHQ didn't like them, then there would be no non-members in general. But there are still non-member items. Non-members can still do things. They can make masterpieces. They can do all this stuff. So I think that although HHQ obviously favors their members, it's not like they don't like their non-members, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's hear from the non-member, Elytra AJ.
Yes. So, about the masterpieces. Objection! You can only make masterpieces with a masterpiece token, or during, the holidays, I think. But yeah, so I think the animal are treating me and all my non-member friends out there very unfairly because, come on, let's face it, we only have, a limited amount of pets. This Forgotten does, we can't even do, so we have to find other ways, and that melts brains. And also, we can't really make that epic of outfits, as you can see by Spook, Shadow, and Maggie's. And also, it's harder to get hair because you need to get stimulus. So how are you gonna do that? So.
Okay. Well, now to what I think about the subject. I think that I'm gonna get so much hate for this. I think that non-members just over-exaggerate it a little bit. I was a non-member for a month, and I just thought it wasn't that hard. It wasn't for that long. I am just saying, decorating a den as a non-member, yeah, that's a big struggle, okay? I think non-members should be given, and more den items, and especially more dens. They should be given, maybe the dens people don't like, I don't know, or dens that people don't really use anymore, kind of like the tree house, or just dens like that, because I think they should also have more slots, and I think there should be more slots for animals. I think they should have up to 10 slots, and I think that they should, for example, the sloth, which is 5 diamonds, they should make it non-member, and some diamond non-members. However, here is where I'm gonna get the hate. I feel like they just over-exaggerate a little bit when it's to clothing. I understand, but you can still make some pretty cool looks. And now to the thing about getting rare. You still have Greely's Inferno, and you like still have. So though it is very much harder, it is at least possible, which is better than in the olden days because now they have more adventures. However, I do understand why Animal Jam does it. They have to make their money in some way. I just think they could add a little bit more features to non-members, but I think that what is Animal Jam is doing is not the worst. You know, it could be better to try a little bit. Okay. Well, that was on the first topic. So let's move on.
Yeah, to add on to that,
Yes.
to be honest, think about it.
So now let's move on to the next topic, which was requested by Maggie and Elytra, spoopy season. So as you may see, we have some spoopy costumes, and we have a spoopy den. This is not our original den, and we say spoopy. I don't know why, but it's spooky. In case y'all don't get confused. The only thing I was a little bit disappointed about is that in the like party, there's no non-member items. What do y'all think about that?
In my
think
opinion,
that's an
that's
injustice.
like, yeah, I think that's a stupid standard. I
Mhm.
feel like they could have done more. They should have. I mean, there is literally nothing that's not member. I'm pretty sure,
Mhm.
which is literally terrible, and I hate it. But like, oh my god, like it makes no sense. You can play the Phantom Vortex, and you can get non-member items. Why can't you go to the party? Which who knows how long you've been waiting to go to? And then you can't even buy anything at the end.
I
And there's like
know.
only like one closing item in the party that's no member.
Oh
Which is
yeah.
like stupid glasses. So in total, there's like one thing in the whole spooky party you can get if you're a non-member. And I remember, so when I first started PJ, I was a non-member. So I was a non-member for like 5 years straight. I only got membership for the first time this year. I remember being like super disappointed when I saw that there was nothing in the party, and like that so many other non-members feel like that too, and it's just really sad. And I feel like they could have done more. They really could have.
Mhm.
I guess they just didn't. It's really sad.
I would like to add to that I forgot to mention. I think non-members should be given walls because they only have the like blue and let's be honest, like and music. In music, they only have the EU music. Like let me put on the music. Look at this music. That's very snazzy music. And the gecko song, they can't play the gecko song. That is a crime by itself. It's like saying cheese is not a fruit.
Yeah, exactly.
But Elytra, you being a non-member, how is it a struggle to decorate a den? Explain to us.
Well, personally, it's very hard. And honestly, it is really a struggle because you don't have a lot of items to use. Therefore, it's hard to make a good, top-notch den.
Yes. So, Spook, what were your struggles for 5 years being a non-member? Can you relate to that? And how were you, did you even decorate dens? Because that's what one part I love about Animal Jam.
5 years,
Mhm.
like I had like a good amount of items. Like I think I almost filled up I filled up my whole inventory. Because after a while, there was like some really good non-member items out there that you can get if you try. It's just not everyone is willing to trade them away. So like that's one problem. I know there's some really cute especially beta items
Mhm.
that are non-member. Those are like adorable. They look really cute. Like the pillow on the table. The table is so cute.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, there's some like really cute non-member items, and like I remember I like work up to them. I like trying to get nerd glasses and all this stuff, and like training. I remember I was like trying to get what what would I get? I would get like try to get wood floors and all this cool stuff.
Mhm.
And like yeah, you can do things. I remember being like, oh, I wish I could get some of these Jamali items for my den. Oh, I bet this animal would be so cool, and like all this stuff. Like I remember like watching famous jammer videos. And
Mhm.
oh, I wanted this adventure, but I couldn't because I was not a member.
I
It was
have
just like
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I understand. Maggie, how long were you a non-member before you finally bought membership?
I was a non-member for 6 years.
Okay, so, can you explain to us some struggles that you had, especially as our topic of den decorating?
Den decorate. Oh my god. I literally just bought like random things from like as many shops as I could.
Mm-hmm.
I'd play mini games every single day. Then I'd go like the seasonal adventures. I would get so sad when I could only get one of the chests because
Oh, yeah, because the other one is like members only, like Antique Trouble and like Bittersweets. Yeah, okay.
my favorite item as a non-member. Can I just say that?
Mm-hmm, yeah, sure.
Like, what were the cat ears from the Haunted Forest Party? They were my favorite.
Oh, when those were in stores, that was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
I mean,
Well,
Haunted Forest Party still comes back every year.
but not with cat ears, right?
Yeah, with cat ears every single year.
Yeah, it comes as a cat ears.
What?
Yeah, but while it's gone, I don't know.
Confusion.
It's like it gets rid of a couple rims, and then once it comes back, it's worth nothing again.
Yeah.
Wacky. I don't get it.
Swag.
Well, I can't really relate to the struggle though. I can't really relate to the struggle because I was only a non-member for a week and then I got my membership. That's gonna sound like so bad. So here's another thing that people are saying. If you're a non-member and it's such a struggle, why don't you just buy a membership? So, let's start off.
They can afford it, or the parents won't let them.
It's not just that. Some people just don't want to invest money into a game if they know that eventually they'll quit. And I feel like people shouldn't be shamed for that. They're being responsible, technically. That's actually a really smart move, in my opinion. And I should probably do that, but like I want like these cool items or whatever.
Okay. So, that is a very we're gonna go into a little bit more controversial. Well, not really. Actually, this is like the least controversial part. What do y'all think about members being like members only party? And I've actually seen not members saying members only party, but I saw this non-member say non-members only party on my den. So I don't know. It's like a war between the two. It's like, can y'all explain to that if you were ever like bullied or harassed in Animal Jam for that for being a non-member?
I was bullied as a non-member.
Or what did like people say to you? By the way, you
They
got
said,
locked out.
You non-member.
Oh. What about
They
you?
said
Yeah.
you can't use the cool emojis because you're non-member.
Oh.
I remember getting really sad
Mhm.
because I couldn't use the cool emojis.
And by the way, come back. You got locked out.
I know. I know.
And Spook, what do you think about it? What do you think about the thing?
I don't remember if I was bullied or not. I know that I was one of the. Okay, what I did, the only thing I would play for was to get adopted and to like be in like wolf clans and stuff. And I would always be like, adopted members only. I would like. I don't know why. I just saw everyone else do it, so I was like, okay, I'll do it too. I don't know. I don't remember if I was bullied or not. I probably was. I just have no memory of it.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
And
I
Elytra.
just see people getting bullied. I remember my friend got bullied.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like Maggie said, the emote thing, that was pretty common.
Yeah.
And I don't think it happened to me though. I don't know.
Okay. And then Elytra, you being the non-member of the group right now, have you like lately or whenever you weren't a non-member before, do you ever also like, have the same injustices and people like harassing you just because you don't want to pay for a game? You can still play though, you know?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
A lot of times.
What did they like say to you?
This first time, there was this first time like 2 years ago or something. And there was some people in. And they were like, do you want to trade? And I was like, sure, let's trade. And they were like, you thought, no, I cannot trade with you, you're a gross non-member.
Oh.
And they had something that I checked it.
Okay.
And I was really sad.
How do you?
And I was gonna do an open trade.
Oh. So it's like you really wanted that item and then you just said that. How do y'all okay, let's move on to another thing. When okay, we're gonna get a little bit controversial now. How do y'all feel about non-members?
Non-members can be some of the sweetest people ever. Like, I have so many non-member buddies, and they're like always so sweet. They're always like complimenting everyone, like all of their main looks, and people are just so nice.
Okay.
Non-members are really nice.
So, what do you think about non-members, Spook?
Honestly, I feel the way I feel about that is the same way I feel about members. The only difference is their name tag and the things they can buy.
Okay.
There's literally no difference.
Yes,
They're really the same. So I feel the same way. I feel like they're just a normal person, I guess.
Before we go on to Elytra, because, well, you're a non-member, so, like, you know, I just want to say, I feel like people are very rude. It's like, in the animal gym, you have to pay 25% for us to treat you like a person. No, you know? Like, you have to pay money for us to treat you like a person. I don't think that's okay. And I think that, you know, people, like, if they don't want to pay, they don't want to pay. You shouldn't treat them differently. You know, you should, treat everyone the same and respectful. You know, so.
I remember
Don't worry.
who like they got membership just so people during trading would take them seriously.
Would accept them. Because that's another thing.
Like, besides that, they'd be like, oh no, you don't know your worth. But when they got membership immediately, it was just like normal, and it makes no sense.
I would like to point out yeah. You're not a person.
Maybe people are asking this because they think that because you're not a member, you're like really young or something, like you're new to the game, which is stupid, but like already, I guess.
Actually, most non-members are actually, oh shoot, more lasting than members. And some of them just lost their membership. I would like to add to something. You should always be nice to people. And about Elytra's look, for example. I would like to say, you know, she has the cat ear, she has the Jamcast scarf. By the way, I definitely did not give her that skin shell or the sheep look. But pretty much, people don't really know how rare you are because it's very hard to express that you are rare, so people don't want to trade you because they want to, like, people that want to, like, maybe trade for, like, a spike, they're like, I'm not going to trade this person because, they don't have, like, rares, you know, so I'm not even gonna bother, which I feel is completely, but Elytra's AJ's look is very rare, you know, you got the sheep look, I think is just a little bit hard for non-members. Yeah, I should give her this stuff. And I think that it's very injustice. I think that we should be more appreciative. I don't think that it's exactly Animal Jam's fault for all the hate. I think 30% of the injustices against non-members are Animal Jam's part, and the rest are just people that are being rude. And the moral of today's video, podcast, is be nice to everyone, no matter if they're member, non-member, rare, not rare. You should always be kind to people, no matter how they look. What matters is what's on the inside, not on the outside. So
I agree strongly with that statement.
yes.
I agree strongly.
And
Nice to everyone.
before we end the video, I would like to say, as I said in the beginning of the video, all of their channels will be down below, and make sure to go check them out. Subscribe. Can we get Elytra to 50 subs? Did you already reach that?
Get me to 10
Yeah, let's get Maggie to.
Subs, please.
Yes. Yeah.
Do this. Everyone will subscribe.
And then the last thing I would like to say is, if you would like to participate, if any, I will post my Discord and the Discord server of the Jam House down below. If you would like to apply there, then just inform us there. And if you have any video ideas on what we should do for a podcast, make sure to comment them down below. As always, stay safe. Bye, y'all. Stay snazzy.
Bye.